Good evening, Bradman board members. Team 3, myself, Sharon Berry Bosley, Marion Stahl, and Araceli Delatorre will present a comprehensive counseling program plan proposal for Coachella Valley High School. Along with the key stakeholders, we want to provide students with more high-achieving resources in academics, career and college guidance, and personal social development to become more responsible and functioning members of society. We appreciate this opportunity to address the board. Thank you. The comprehensive counseling plan is data-driven. School counselors design and deliver a plan advocating for student achievements. Our data comes from a sampling of the target population, uses surveys, interviews, and demographic data. The American School Counselors Association model provides standards in academic, college and career preparation, and personal social development to better serve students. Here we see student demographics. Student enrollment is 2,638 for the 2015 through 16 school year. 94% of students are socioeconomically disadvantaged, which could be a barrier to learning. A through G completion rate is at 26%, which rates poorly in the LCFF data. Also, 97% of the students are Hispanic, of which 24% are English learners and 9% are students with disabilities. Data reveals key stakeholders support academic guidance. Next is needs assessment, barriers and goals. Our team identified critical barriers impeding student achievements. Gaps are low completion rate of A through G requirements, lack of college and career awareness, and students' inability to access school counselors when in need. Data reveals students are too often being sent away because no counselor is available. During discussion and data analysis, our team designed a proposal using data findings. We can close the gap by implementing evidence-based academic supports to increase the A through G rate from 26 to 50%, increase college and career guidance awareness, and improve access to school counselors. These findings are critical concern for the students at Coachella Valley High. Data tells us key stakeholders strongly agree that implementing a comprehensive counseling plan will enrich a student's academic and social success. The Comprehensive Counseling Program Plan mission statement should also align with the school's mission statement to create a message that is uniform, clear, concise, as well as specific to the intent of the counseling program, which is to advocate for equity, access, and the success of every student at the school. As you can see, stakeholders are vital pieces to student achievement. Our teachers, administrators, counselors, other staff, parents, community members, and even students are stakeholders. Each are important to the successful implementation and efficiency of a comprehensive counseling plan. For instance, teachers and counselors are providing evidence-based curriculum to students and must coordinate their activities to better benefit the students' learning objectives, whereas administrators should carefully consider the suggestions and recommendations submitted by counselors and others, as data strongly supports the type of service need for students. Parents and community members provide important resources for the student to better maintain consistent efforts as they seek to achieve academically, socially, and in college preparation. This collaboration among the key stakeholders can profoundly affect the implementation as well as the outcome of the comprehensive counseling program plan. The pyramid graph shows the comprehensive counseling program plan implementing a tier service. As you can see at the bottom, primary prevention is a school-wide support. Screening all students helps determine their academic skills and will enable referral of those who are not proficient to the secondary prevention service. In the middle of the graph, approximately 15% of all students are at risk and fall under this category after conducting the screening in the primary prevention. Some of these students may also need referral to our community partners and our volunteer team. After completing secondary activities Expected outcomes of students are feeling more support from school and at home, managing stress and anxiety more effectively, and reduction in referrals. The student assistant team will monitor students' progression on a regular weekly basis to ensure further intervention methods will be applied if necessary. At the top of the graph, approximately 5% of students will require crisis intervention, which will involve immediate action for critical issues such as suicide, violence, abuse, and terminal illnesses. These students will require intensive counseling services. Individual and/or family counseling will be provided along with referral to available resources like social services, mental health agencies, juvenile services, and employment and training programs. Our next speaker, Araceli, will go over the program costs and funding sources.
The projected budget for the actual comprehensive school counseling program would be about roughly 350,000 a year, and the grand total would be 1,046,954. Most of our budget would be allocated on hiring full-time personnel. We would like to hire one career specialist and 3 new counselors. The career specialist would oversee the career center. Hiring 3 new counselors would allow us to reduce the current counselor's workload from 500 students to 260 students, allowing us to provide better services for the students. Part-time personnel includes 5 college tutors that would provide intervention after school. They would provide tutoring in the areas of English, math, science, and history. With travel, we are setting money aside for college trips. We would like to include different college trips for each grade level so that students are exposed to various universities and they can determine which university is the best fit for them. We would also set aside money for staff development. We are hiring new personnel, so we would need different supplies. We would need more laptops and perhaps software.
Our comprehensive school counseling program will include a 3-year timeline for implementation. Tonight, I'm going to go over the highlights of the timeline. The entire contents can be viewed in the proposal. Um, our timeline will be in line with the American School Counselor Association national model, which has different components to it. So, for example, in the first year, we will focus on the foundation component, which includes things like developing a mission statement, beliefs, and program goals. Also in the first year, we'll look at student competencies, which is identifying the knowledge and the attitudes and skills that students should be able to demonstrate as a result of a school counseling program. And in the first year, we will conduct focus groups, needs assessments, and evaluate school data in order to determine the specific needs of our student population, and also to determine what our counseling program is already doing well and in what areas it needs improvement. In the second year, we will address the delivery system component of the American School Counselor Association model, which is implementing things like guidance lessons, group counseling, and individual counseling. We will look at the management system component as well, and we will implement tasks such as an advisory council. We will develop calendars and action plans in our second year. Also, we'll be monitoring student progress and using data to look at the overall improvement of the program, and there will be evaluations at the end of the year, which we will talk about a little bit later. So during the third year, the program will become fully implemented. We will be updating things such as the annual agreement, which every year will be implemented, and then our action plans as well. We will continue our advisory committee. This will be a year to monitor the program implementation and improve and modify anything that needs to be. We will also do a use of time assessment and evaluations. For evaluation, we're going to have three components. So the first component will be an evaluation of the school counselor's performance. We'll have the school counselor do a self-evaluation and look at job-related skills, knowledge, and abilities. And then the administrator will do an evaluation of the counselor as well. And then also there'll be an assessment of the school counselor's contribution to the improvement of the program. Second component will be a school counseling program evaluation, and that will look at strengths of the program, areas for improvement, short-term and long-term goals for improvement, and then a review of the program goals that were created at the beginning of the year. And the third component will be the results evaluation, and there we look at data. For example, dropout rates, school climate, academic success. We're going to be looking to see if there's improvement in these areas, maybe even looking at the percentage of students that are A through G requirements have been completed, and also looking maybe at an increase in knowledge and career and college readiness.
We would like to implement different lessons throughout the year. This is a sample of one of our lessons. It's in the unit of Tools for Success, and the main domain here would be on academic development. With this lesson, which would be a short lesson, no more than 45 minutes, we're hoping to be able to teach and provide the skills necessary so that students can become effective learners in school and across their lifespan. So, like I said, the activity would allow students to improve their time management, and we would provide them with planners or agendas, and we show them how to use those agendas. A lot of the times, students don't know how to use it and don't understand the purpose. They're given an agenda, but we feel we need to be able to teach them how to use it, and they would come back, show us their agenda, explain to us how they were using it, and we're going to determine how effectively they're using it. Many of the times they feel it's not useful, but that's because they're not using it appropriately. So we would definitely follow up with the lesson where they're using their agenda properly. This is a sample of our yearly calendar. We have different activities planned for the different grade levels and for each month. This is just what our focus would be for that month for each grade level and in each month. Not only do we have a monthly focus per grade level, we also included every month a different parent workshop or training that goes with our main focus of the month. We feel parent involvement is crucial at our high school, and we would like to create more workshops, trainings that the parents are aware of ahead of time so that they're welcome to come in and have their questions ready, and we tie it into what currently is happening in their child's education. Part of the idea is to end the school year with celebrations. For every grade level, we would like to celebrate student successes. Whether that can be an academic success or a personal success, we want to celebrate all the good things the students are accomplishing at the end of the year. We would like to include parents so they're part of that celebration and end the school year in a good note.